Okay, I normally don't do this, but I'm gonna tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Luis Rivera. I'm the creator of Join with Louis. You can find my channel up on YouTube. If you want to know more about me, this is the video to know a little bit about me. I um I was diagnosed with cerebral palsy when I was younger. I can't walk, but my legs, they still good. I can't move my legs the way I want them, but they still good. My, I'm not mentally disabled, I'm physically disabled. I'm very intelligent for a person like me. Anyway, I started to draw when I was around 11 years old. I've been inspired by a little anime that y'all may know that's very famous worldwide. It's called Dragon Ball Z. I've been inspired by the anime. And that's when I started really drawing. First, I would draw Batman here and there, but when I really wanted to draw, that was the cartoon that made me want to draw, like for real, for real. Anyway, I grew up in a nice family, middle class family. You know, my father was a carpenter. You know, he's one of my best friends. May he rest in peace. Yeah. And my mother died when I was like 3 years old. I don't remember my mom. My mom died when I was 3. My dad died when I was 22. And from then on, I live with my sister. I've been doing YouTube for 7 years? It's about to be 7. I have cerebral palsy, but that doesn't stop me from living my life. You know, you got some people out there claiming they got disabilities. For me, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean shit to me. You can claim that you got disabilities, but that shouldn't stop you from living your life how you want to live your life. Granted, I know there's some people in wheelchairs that don't know how to talk. You know, they don't have a voice. But still, don't let that stop you from living your life. You don't see people with Down syndrome stopping them from living their life. Why you always gotta complain? Oh, I got this disabilities, and then you on the internet talking mad shit. You're like, for real. Why you on the internet talking bad shit? If you got disabilities, get on the internet. If you can't take the smoke, get out of the kitchen. Well, anyway, back to me. Well, I grew up in a nice family, you know, a nice apartment, you know. My father did what he could. You know, it's kind of hard when you're Hispanic. There was not a lot of opportunities back then. But my father did what he could. I know my dad ain't perfect, but nobody perfect. Nobody perfect. When I started to draw, it was like an escape to me. It's like bringing me into another world. You know, bring me out of myself. Because let me tell you, sometimes my life ain't that interesting. Granted, I had a good childhood with my brothers and my sisters, but sometimes, you know, sometimes being in the wheelchair is not always cracked up to be. Anyway, I know this is not really telling me about myself. I don't know how to put this. Sorry, I'm getting frustrated. Even though I love my family, I wish I could still walk. Don't get me wrong, I like being in a wheelchair. Being in a wheelchair has its perks, has its ups, but also God is down. But I don't let that get me down. You see me, I keep going. When people were telling me that I couldn't draw, I proved them wrong. When people kept telling me, oh, you can't do this YouTube shit, I proved them wrong. I got 95 subscribers. And by the way, thank you, Henry. I got 95 subscribers. That never deterred me. You know, sometimes I wake up, you know, feeling happy. Sometimes I feel down. But I don't let that affect my day to day. And you know, if you're dealing with depression, please tell somebody. Sorry, I'm not really looking at the camera, it's just the way that I talk. That's the way that I talk. I look up here, I know I'm not supposed to do that, but it's just in my mannerisms. So anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know a little bit about myself. I'm very strong-minded. I'm an asshole in a wheelchair. I can admit that I'm an asshole because the way that I grew up, people were an asshole to me. So why not be an asshole to them? And no lie, where I used to hit people with my power wheelchair. And you used to think that shit was funny. Yeah, I used to hit people with my power wheelchair. Well, people that deserve it. Right now, I have a pretty good life. Thanks a lot to my sister and my brother-in-law. Love y'all guys. Without y'all, I wouldn't have none of this. I wish I could show you my room. Well, you could see half of it in the background. See, all of this because of my sister. The reason why you don't see my Dragon Ball Z poster is because I had a fan in my room, a big fan. It blew my poster right off the wall. And that's why if you see some of my videos, you can see my poster in the background. Oh, you see the Puerto Rican flag? I'm Puerto Rican, by the way. There's a lot of people claiming that Puerto Rican don't even know how to talk proper Spanish. Si yo hablo español muy bien. Yo estoy orgulloso ser puertorriqueño. Yo soy puertorriqueño hasta la muerte, ya tú sabes. Well, folks, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up. And remember, always keep going. Dios te bendiga. God bless.